Weak acids react with water to produce hydronium ions, but the molecules of the weak acid only partially ionize, whereas the reaction of a strong acid goes to completion. So therefore we have an equilibrium reaction, and only a small percentage of the molecules of a weak acid ionize in a solution. So the concentration of the hydronium ions will be much less than the initial concentration of the weak acid. And a majority of the acid molecules remain unionized. And examples of weak acids are acetic acid, hydrofluoric acid, hydrocyanic acid, and generally conjugate acids of weak bases. So the ammonium cation is a weak acid as it's a conjugate acid of ammonia. So for this reaction, the equilibrium constant, also known as the acid dissociation constant, is written in terms of the concentrations of the products and the equilibrium concentration of the weak acid. And this is often shown as pKa, which is basically the minus log of the equilibrium constant. Weak bases react with water to produce hydroxide ions in solution. And only a small percentage of the molecules of a weak base will ionize. So the concentration of hydroxide in the solution will be a lot less than the initial concentration of the base, because most of the base molecules remain unionized. And examples of bases include ammonia and a conjugate base of a weak acid such as the acetate anion, which is a conjugate base of acetic acid. So here we have the solution of a weak base which is in equilibrium with its conjugate acid, and the equilibrium constant or base dissociation constant is written in terms of the products and the equilibrium concentration of the base. And we can take the log of the equilibrium constant to obtain pKb. We can determine the percent ionization for an acid or a base from the equilibrium constant being the base dissociation constant in this case, and the initial concentration of the acid or base. So for example, if we're given these two values, we can determine the equilibrium concentrations using an ice table, as we've done for typical equilibrium problems. So we have an initial concentration of the products being 0 before the reaction initiates. Then using the mole ratios, for every mole of the base that's consumed, 1 mole of the products in this case are being produced. Then summing these together, you'll obtain the following expression for the base dissociation constant. And typically the concentration of hydroxide ions in the solution is much less than the initial concentration of the base. So we can make the approximation that the term in the denominator is approximately equal to the initial concentration of the base. And once we obtain X, we obtain the equilibrium concentration of the hydroxide ions in solution, and then dividing this by the initial concentration of the base and multiplying by 100% gives the percent ionization of the weak base. And if instead we had a weak acid, then you take the equilibrium concentration of the hydronium ions and divide that by the initial concentration of the weak acid, and multiply by 100% to get the percent ionization of the weak acid. The ionization of 1.2 molar of acetic acid in water is described by the following reaction. Find the percent ionization of acetic acid in the resulting solution. Well, we're given the equilibrium constant and the initial concentration of acetic acid, so we can use an ice table. And before the reaction takes place, we have 0 molar of the products. And for every mole of acetic acid that dissociates, 1 mole of hydronium and acetate are produced. So therefore the equilibrium concentrations can be written as follows. And using the equilibrium expression and the acid dissociation constant, that's equal to the concentrations of the products on the concentration of the acid. And they're using the approximation that the concentration of hydronium is much less than the initial concentration of the weak acid. So therefore we can omit x from the denominator. And now solving for x by multiplying through by 1.2 and taking the square root of both sides, we obtain the concentration of hydronium in the solution. And therefore the percent ionization is equal to the concentration of hydronium on the initial concentration of the acid by 100%. And that gives 0.39%. The ionization of 1.1 molar of ammonia in water is described by the following reaction with the following base dissociation constant at 25 degrees. Find the pH of the resulting solution. Well, here we use an ice table because we're given the initial concentration of the base and the base dissociation constant. And before the reaction initiates, we have 0.0 molar of the products. And for every mole of the base that's ionized, we have 1 mole of the conjugate acid and 1 mole of hydroxide being produced. And summing these gives the equilibrium concentrations. And now using the base dissociation constant, we have the concentration of the products on the equilibrium concentration of the base. And again using the approximation that the concentration of hydroxide is much less than the initial concentration of the base, we can omit x from the denominator, and then solving for x, and this is equal to the concentration of hydroxide. And from this we can obtain pOH, which is minus the log of the concentration of hydroxide in the solution. And then using the following relationship, and substituting for pOH, we obtain the pH of the solution as follows. And because we had a log, we used 2 decimal places in our final answer because there was a minimum of 2 significant figures in the problem.